Welcome back. I want to spend this episode on something that I think every potential investor in aviation infrastructure needs to understand clearly: the technician labor crisis. Because it's real, it's significant, and anyone who presents the MRO opportunity without honestly addressing the labor challenge is not giving you the full picture. At Pentagonal, we believe in full transparency, which means we talk about the challenges along with the opportunities. Boeing's 2025 pilot and technician outlook projects the global aviation industry will need 710,000 new maintenance technicians over the next 20 years. 710,000. That's not a modest number. And the pipeline to produce those technicians is nowhere near large enough to meet that demand. Right now, more than a quarter of the current aviation mechanic workforce is over the age of 64. An estimated 80% of today's technicians are expected to retire within the next 5 to 15 years. The industry is facing a generational transition in its technical workforce at precisely the moment when MRO demand is at its highest in history. Why is the pipeline short? A few reasons. Aviation maintenance is not a career that's prominently featured in high school career counseling programs. The path to becoming an FAA certified airframe and power plant mechanic, an AMP license, requires a minimum of 18 months at an aviation maintenance technician school, followed by significant on-the-job experience hours. It's a rigorous technical credential, and historically, the wages offered to entry-level technicians have not been competitive with the wages available in other skilled trades. Electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians, all of whom require similar technical training and certification, have often commanded higher entry wages than aviation mechanics, which has pushed talent away from the aviation pipeline. That wage gap is narrowing significantly as demand pressure drives up MRO labor costs, but it takes time. You can't create an experienced A&P mechanic overnight. The training period is fixed, and the experience requirement, 2,000 or more hours on specific aircraft types for specific ratings, takes years to accumulate under real working conditions. So even with wage improvements today, the supply of fully qualified technicians capable of working on the most complex business jets will remain constrained for years. For investors, the honest question is, does this risk undermine the MRO thesis? And my honest answer is, it complicates execution, but it does not undermine the financial thesis. Here's why. The shortage of qualified technicians is a supply constraint, just like the shortage of hangar space. And supply constraints in essential service markets drive prices up, not down. The MRO operators who can attract and retain qualified technical staff will command a premium for their services. The ones who can't will struggle to scale. This is why workforce development is not a nice to have in aviation infrastructure strategy. It is core to the competitive advantage. Smart operators are addressing this through apprenticeship programs developed in partnership with an aviation technical school, competitive compensation structures that beat the market for experienced technicians, career progression pathways that give junior mechanics a reason to stay and build seniority, and relationships with community colleges and technical schools to build proprietary pipelines of talent. An MRO that has solved the labor challenge has a competitive moat over peers who haven't, and a moat that is, in its own way, as durable as the physical infrastructure moat created by airport land scarcity. The technician crisis is a challenge and an opportunity simultaneously for the operators with the foresight and the capital to address it proactively.